Motorcycle Adventure Dirtbike TV is proudly supported by Adventure Spec in England, Rally Raid Products, Giant Loop in the United States and Adventure Moto in Australia.
All right, ready? Hey, nice, what a cracking view. Look at those mountains, they go all the way to the horizon. Just brilliant.
Mountains? You serious? Those are mountains?
Yeah?
You've got to be kidding me, Dave. Those are nice, but that's not a mountain. You've got to come to the Himalayas with me.
The Himalayas?
Yep, those are mountains.
Hey, Nugget.
Hey, boss.
Mate, we're heading to the Himalayas.
Himalayas? Where's that?
And so it was, a chance meeting in the forests of Australia had led me to the spectacular Himalayan mountains in northern India. This is the story of two Indian countrymen, motorcycle adventurers in their own right, who proudly introduced us to their magnificent country, its people and its culture. The scenery is breathtaking, but we found so much more to this land of extremes. The experience was profound, and I would never look at the world in the same way again. And this is the power and privilege of motorcycle adventure, discovering things about the world that you never knew, and gaining insight into the world that others will never have. Our journey starts in Delhi, a city crammed with 20 million people, where pollution makes it a struggle to breathe. Our senses are smashed with a cacophony of sights, sounds, smells and crazy traffic. For Nosh, our visit to Delhi is compulsory. As he says, you can't begin to understand India without experiencing this crazy place. I've brought along two riding companions, Nugget the pie thrower from Narrabeen and Stefan, who I call my adopted son, from Hamburg, Germany. I've ridden thousands of kilometres with both of these guys. They are great riding companions.
Well, the Himalayan plan is coming together. We're all joined now. We've made it. Stefan's just arrived. It's 10 o'clock. Hope to pick up the bikes around 12ish and then start heading north. That's the plan. Let's see how we go.
I'm doing alright. I've only known Stefan 10 minutes. I got my arm around him already. So, yeah.
This is not Brokeback Himalayas. No Brokeback Himalayas in this trip, please.
There you go. High five! Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Typical woman takes my money.
And runs.
Runs.
What's your first impressions, gentlemen?
This is the village, you know.
I feel really overweight. Everyone's really skinny.
It's overwhelming.
Overwhelming. The smells. It's about 20 different smells in about 1 minute.
I think that's me.
Oh, is it? I don't think so.
Our next job was to pick up our bike rentals. It's a modest selection to say the least, and there's no flash adventure mounts on this trip.
Whatever you pull out, that's what you got. KDM, come on, Steph, what do you got?
No, that's all right. No, I seriously swap you. No, I'm happy. I'm seriously swap
Pulsar, and that means
We would quickly find the luck of the draw would become pretty important, and one poor bastard would select an absolute lemon.
Bikes have been chosen.
So we got here the Öhlins suspension. No,
Yeah.
Just joking. like all the time when you think you need a lot of stuff because you need to be prepared, it's too much.
Too much stuff you got on there, you reckon?
Waterproof bag.
Yep.
and just enough space for me to sit.
Yes. So I've got the Giant Loop Fandango tank bag, and that's got all the cameras in it. And then we come back, and all I've gone for is a double-ended dry bag for the back, and I think that's enough. And I've just tied it crisscross. I think it's going to hold all right, but that's waterproof. The bike itself, I think it's a 180cc, and we've just gone for a little test drive on it. It goes really well. So I'm happy, but I don't think Nugget's too happy, so we'll better go and find out what's going on with him. Nugget, what's going on?
Well, they give me this.
You got a KTM. You should be laughing.
8 litre tank. I should get about 150 k's the way I ride.
Yeah.
And the seat is like a brute, and I'm 99 kilos, and yeah. So if I'm going to drive.
Oh, look at this! He's going for my favourite, the sheepskin.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is what I took through Russia.
Took a bit of persuading, but I've got it on.
No, mate, it's bloody worth its weight in gold. Trust me. No monkey butt for you. Fandango tank bag, I noticed it. So it's a 390 Duke. 390 Duke. You're going in style.
Let me know if I don't want to
Hey, nice. Okay, you've got the Impulse.
Yes, 150cc of raw power.
What are ours? 180 or something?
220.
220, yeah.
Oh, God.
KTM's 390. This is
That GL tank bag's bigger than the bike.
yeah.
Weaving through the crazy traffic that is Delhi was full on, but keeping together was a scary challenge. If we got lost, there was no plan B.
This is absolutely crazy.
Our plan? To head to Chandigarh, at the base of the Himalayas, and meet up with Ashish, our 5th rider.
So what's happened? You had a...
Early in the night, Nosh gets stung with a flat tyre, and 20 minutes after this repair, we find ourselves on the side of the road again. This time, Nosh's bike has more serious problems.
Been a big day for Nugget. Looks like he's standing up having sex with his Great Basin. It's like he's got a drunken lover, isn't it? Like they're holding.
Fortunately, Ashish comes to the rescue, and we make Chandigarh in the late evening.
We have our friend Ashish here.
Hey. Welcome.
The rescuer last night. He's got his ute and helped get the bike in the back of it and ship it here. And
The adventure began right away.
right away. Well, but now we've got to pray to this friend here.
Ah,
He
Ganesh.
removes all obstacles.
Ganesh, I've touched him on the trunk today.
That's good.
Nugget, we're slumming it in India.
Yeah, top shelf. We're here at a Airbnb place. It's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed actually. It's in a good estate here. It's one of the first getting built. You can see the progress of India. It's really going ahead in leaps and bounds. But it was an eventful night. Good
Delhi
times.
traffic, what do you think of that?
Absolute chaos, man. Every man for himself.
Delhi by far is just the worst driving conditions I've ever seen.
Not very often you see tractors towing trailers with no lights on.
No. And there was one there, we had some logs being towed. They're about 40-foot logs.
On the national highway.
On the national highway in the dark with no warning on them. So you're coming and you come out in a lane and there's these logs and you just about could get impaled. But yeah, Nosh has done really well with the first bit of accommodation. It's bloody 5-star. But what he said to me is as the view gets better, the accommodation gets poorer. Nosh picks his friends very wisely. Ashish is an engineer, and that's just fine by Nugget and I. Decent set of tools.
I'm already into his tools.
These little Bajaj Pulsars that Stefan and I are riding are fantastic. But here's an interesting thing. This is a compulsory bit of equipment. This is a sari protector to stop women's saris getting caught in the spokes and sprocket. What are you up to, Nugget?
I'm actually taking off this. I've got my sheepskin on, but it's absolutely rock hard, the old KTM race seat. So I don't know if I should say this on the film, but yeah, I'm going to take it in and get a cushion sewed on top. So.
You are losing your credibility, mate.
Quick smart.
Big time.
99 kilos on this little seat. It's like sitting on a fence paneling.
Okay. कितना टाइम लगेगा भाई जी कितना है 15 मिनट लगेंगे
Here you go, judgment time. Ah, he's got a soft bum.
Beautiful.
Million dollar smile.
Nice, what's going on?
The impulse is dead again.
It's dead again.
Yep.
That's like a rise, like Dracula, is it? It can rise and die. It's dead again.
It's impulse. Yeah, so we're just putting it on Ashish's truck.
And
He's very kindly loaned me his wife's bike, so I've got his wife to thank as well.
Yeah, actually, I didn't run that past her.
oh,
Maybe we should ask her before I loan it back to you.
Got a little bit of a secret here. Dave's been quick to give it to everyone all day. So, we spent all day fixing bikes.
It's going to be very difficult getting up the Himalayas.
Look at it. This is supposed to be petrol in the bike.
the boys kept saying to me, drain the water out and drain the fuel out. And what we're doing is draining the water out. There's a bucket load of water in this.
So you guess we had yesterday already the problem when we picked up the bikes.
Yeah, same deal. I mean, they're just not being well cared for. But anyway, this is what makes adventure. You can't just go on your bike and fill it up with petrol. You've got to have some shit before you have watermelon.
We left our first accommodation in India with a very strong impression India's middle class was moving up and out in a big way. India is a country undergoing huge social change. The population of the middle class has already reached 267 million and is set to double in the next 10 years. We were heading into the foothills of the Himalayas and our goal for the day was to reach Shimla. Shimla is the capital of the northern Indian state of Himachal Pradesh and in the 1800s was declared the summer capital of British India due to its temperate climate and cool forests.
I wasn't doing that one. No way in the world.
पूरा भरा हुआ. Thank you so much. So Shimla used to be the British administrative capital in the summer months. They moved everything down from the plains in Delhi up to Shimla. When I say everything, it was the entire administration moved up with files in boxes, and there were hundreds and thousands of files. Everything moves up to Shimla for 6 months and then back down to Delhi in the winter months when Shimla was snowed in. Excess, absolute excess, the British Raj.
I'm pussy. Bloody spicy.
It's only got a couple of chilies in it. We're big hairy bikers, so we eat chili, that's what happens.
It burns twice.
What do you mean?
This is called eat today and feel tomorrow.
Yeah. Ate today and feel tomorrow. Yeah.
You're gonna feel it twice. Yeah.
In search of a cushion, nice. You're welcome to the KTM family.
No, it's Nugget's butt that's hurting, not mine.
His butt's hurting again.
Slide down for $1.50. He's got the same solution my dad had.
Have a look at it.
The Dolphin Intelligent Generation foam.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, is that it, is it? Pimp your ride. Ashish, what's going on?
Well, this is a Baba from India,
Yeah.
and he's reading this guy's hand and telling him his future.
What's he saying?
Well, let me try to translate because he's not speaking the language I completely understand.
Right.
He's saying he's got a very sharp mind. And he's saying that Shiva's gonna bless him and he's gonna do very well in life. These guys, Babas, are Shiva's devotees, and that's why they keep saying Bholenath, which is another name for Shiva.
All right.
Jai Bholenath, that's what,
Jai Bholenath.
Ah,
that's what it means. Bholenath's another name for Shiva.
all right.
And he's telling you that you shall be happy for the rest of your life.
Ah, thank you.
He's blessed you with happiness for the rest of your life.
Jai.
Good to have you guys along. You're opening up India for us, helping us understand.
It's our pleasure.
Following an overnight stay in Shimla, we set out early in the morning for Manali. Ashish and Nosh promised us that we would hit the dirt after lunch on a stunning trail they had ridden in a motorcycle rally the previous year.
Thank you. That'll be 100 rupees. 100 rupees. Fantastic riding, Nosh. Just absolutely beautiful country. Altitude already, we went over a pass at
4,200, that's right.
Which is 16,000 feet-ish, isn't it? Yeah.
That's right.
Felt a little bit breathless, but you're just coming up and then down, so it's fine. Yeah. It's going well. Nosh, what are you feeding us? What are we going to have?
Having dal, sabji and chapati.
Uh-huh.
And that's the tandoor. That's like a barbecue.
Tender.
Oh, like an oven.
Yeah, it is an oven.
Pizza oven, yeah.
Pizza oven. No, see, he sticks them on the... There he goes, he's hooking out his chapati. Tandoori roti.
See the mountain range.
That's dal, I think.
Yeah, it's dal. And this one's called sabji. It's hot
Sabji.
as well.
This is a little bit.
You're not going to cry on us again. The crying German, we're going to call him. The crying German.
That doesn't sound right, the crying German.
No way. I like the German pussy better.
You are my Australian wombat.
He kind of looks like a wombat. I agree with you there. He is stocky.
You're the wombat. It's like my uncle explained to me what a wombat is.
Yeah.
Like small legs and the rest of the body is muscle.
You're the banker, so you've had to feed 5 starving men. How'd you go?
And some tea.
And some tea.
Everyone's had their fair share of food.
Yes.
Say everyone's filled.
Yeah,
400 rupees works out to $8.
$8. Beautiful food. So time for us to go. Now that's the easy way. You can see up to that pass. We're not going on that way. Ashish and Nosh have something special for us. Dizzying heights. Nugget's got another friend.
Making mates wherever I go. You want to have a ride on his bike?
Hey, get away.
You want to have a ride on
No,
his bike?
shut up.
You are that. Oh, you go crazy. Make your big muscles. Whoa. You strong man. Mate,
Dead body.
that is poison.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Whoa! Mate, that would catch on fire.
Oh, well.
Yeah, here, no way.
Ah,
You put it
yeah,
back in the pot.
dirt.
Where are the boys? Hang on. So one man, not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Okay, we'll go back.
Shit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Come here.
Yeah, what do we do, eh?
Let's go. We'll have
We
to
got
go
one
back.
down.
All right, let's
Should
go.
we take the medicine man with us?
I don't think so.
All right, boss, we've got to go back.
Ah, Stefan. What's happened?
Ice light.
Oh no. So you look very pale. Have you done any injury to your chest?
No. Yeah, Stefan's gone down onto his shoulder and broken his collarbone. We saw it protruding up. It's not sticking out, but it's protruding through the right to the skin and making a big indent. This stuff here is very unforgiving, this cobblestone, and very slippery. Dave and Nosha fixed him up. As you can see, it's caused a bit of commotion here with the accidents, but locals are really happy to help out and been really obliging, which is really good. You all right, mate? It's a bit sad. I've only known you for 2 days and we're going to split already.
Well, we're taking Stefan out of the Himalayas with his broken collarbone. This road is very interesting at night. I'm looking down into the valley. It's like we're in an aeroplane. Must be, I don't know, at least a couple of 1,000 feet below. I can see lights. I'm pretty upset that this has happened to Stefan, but I suppose it could have been a lot worse.
Mate, it was ridiculous. I don't know why we just did it. We just risked life and limb coming down that road for a broken collarbone that's already broken. Mate, that road's dangerous enough in the daylight, let alone at night time. Mate, I come around a corner, there was a front end load of backhoe coming at me with no lights on. There was a herd of cattle in the middle of the road. There was bricks this big. We did not pass one motorcycle. What does that tell you? Like, mate, because it's freaking suicidal.
I'm not riding in India at night again.
Mate,
I'm not going to do it. I'd rather sleep on the side.
That's the most insane 50 kilometres I've ever done on a
I
motorcycle.
nearly ran over a man.
That is 4 times dangerouser than racing things, I can tell you that, mate.
4 times dangerous.
Little German pussy.
Sorry.
He's drinking milk.
Coming down that hill, I thought, my kid... Coming down that hill, I thought, my kids are going to be orphans and this bloke's just going to live a long life with a busted collarbone. Mate, that was the most dangerous thing I've ever done.
What have you seen?
A small break, but something a lot... The break here.
Yeah.
There's the brake, another brake, but brake up here. So
Hang on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 brakes.
But I've seen something a bit more serious.
What?
There's no heart.
There's no heart.
When Dave said, "You got no idea, Nugget, he's like a son to me." So I thought, oh, well, that's fair enough.
No, because it's a 12-hour drive and my plane is leaving in 12 hours. So
Yeah, you got to get going.
yeah. Another hero.
See you, mate. Take care.
Thanks.
See you in Australia in January.
We have some safe party. Just shit happens sometimes.
Shit happens. That's adventure riding.
Since we arrived in India, we've been plagued with bike problems, and then yesterday Stefan broke his collarbone. The Indian boys feel that if we want to put our bad luck behind us, we will need to pay homage to the mountain goddess Kali Mata. Our challenge now is to find her temple.
Imagine them slipping down the mountainside. Oh, Nugget! Oh, he hit her. He hit the...
Got no tail light.
Nugget! Mate, I saw that. I'm giving you a ticket for negligent driving. You ran up that truck driver's ass.
I never touched it.
I think there's a lesson in that for all of us. You know, normally we're in really dense traffic and you know, you just got to have 120% concentration and you know, there's no traffic at the moment. Nugget was just relaxing, I think, and
Not a problem, I never touched him.
you did!
I never touched him.
Mate, I saw the stopping. Stop bullshit. It's on tape. Nugget's denying that he ran into the back of the truck. Honestly. We'll have to go to the video ref for that one. Holy cow. Indian boys are trying to find this temple. It's a female temple. What is the name of the goddess? Kali. Kali. Goddess is called Kali. 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 Kali.
That Kali Mata.
Kali Mata.
Kali Mata's temple.
Yes, 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 yes. Kali Mata. Here somewhere?
One temple goes in this road also.
This road takes you to Kali Mata.
Yes. You can go straight and two roads comes there.
Yes.
And you take right one.
Second road right?
Yes, and then go downwards and go straight only. You will find that temple.
Thank you very much. We go and tell the Indian boys.
We've already got this.
Thank you very much.
You want to get a double? You want to come with this?
Boys. Hey, you Indian boys. We've worked it out. We know where it is.
Where?
We're not going to tell you. We're going to take you there.
Sure.
We are so confident. Come on. Okay, Nugget, so we're going to lay all our bets on the table. The Indian guys couldn't find this. The Aussies have got this. So we're going to go down here. Second on the right.
Oh, hang on. Aussie intuition. Second on the right, straight through.
Straight through, and we'll find the goddess.
All right.
All right? Let's see how we go. And if we're stuffed up, we won't put this on video.
Did he say drop down?
Oh God, I hope we're right on this. Oh, here it is. Here's the temple. Here's the temple.
ये जो मंदिर है,
हाँ जी,
ये कौन?
ज्वाला माता का।
ज्वाला माता का
हाँ
मंदिर
जी।
है। और भीमा माता का भीमा काली
इससे जाएंगे फिर नीचे को।
नीचे,
हाँ,
अच्छा।
काफी देर नीचे जाके पूछ लो है ना।
अच्छा।
हाँ, यही जाएगा।
काली माता।
ये ज्वाला माता का।
Thank you.
ये मैं पूना से आया हूँ।
अच्छा जी।
और ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया से आया।
अच्छा।
Hello, how are you? From Australia.
Thank you. धन्यवाद।
We had the wrong god.
Yeah, there's like a million gods in India.
Right.
So this is of a goddess called Jwala Mata. Jwala means fire. The lady just told us to go further down because we want to get to Bhima Kali Mandir. It's mountain of the gods. And since we're heading into the mountains, that's where we want to go.
So, I guess Nugget was lucky that if he would have run in the back of that truck, he may have needed the god of fire to put his bike out.
I didn't touch the truck, and I was in India, and I was just compressing the traffic. There's no need to stay back a metre. I just thought I'd stay an inch.
The video ref will indicate that you did a stoppie. You did a stoppie, Nosh.
Doesn't matter how you stop as long as you stop.
Yeah, I'll agree with Nugget on that.
And he pulled the stoppie,
And
and
then
the guy kept backing up into him.
I thought you were going to get a squash front wheel then.
And I must thank the goddess of Kali because I've never been much good with women, but obviously she knows I'm coming. She just saved me.
Mate, if you see what she's got under her, she wears a necklace of skulls, male skulls, and she's got a guy underneath with a tongue out. So you don't want to mess with her. Seriously.
Sounds like my relationships.
Nugget, respect, mate, respect with this one.
She must have known I was coming because she just saved me then.
Well, you know, Kali is also a demanding goddess. She demands sacrifices, and
So this is
reckon
it?
that Stefan could have been the sacrifice.
Yes, well, I hope so. That's a safe sacrifice.
I was just thinking back there. Yeah, she's a demanding goddess. So yeah, maybe she's at the bottom of the hill.
This is a demanding road on a road bike. want to stuff up on these hills.
Look, around these parts, even though there are a million Indian gods, they worship goddesses, and this is one of the main goddesses. Her name's Kali. She's also considered the goddess of death, but you got to get her permission around here to do anything. So I guess we've already had enough of a run of bad luck, and we need her on our side. Yep, I think that's good enough reason to wake up early and come here. So when you enter the Kali temple, she's a black goddess. Kali means black, and people call her Kali Mata. So Kali is black and Mata is mother. She has a necklace of human skulls hanging around her. She's a pretty devastating looking goddess. But when you enter the temple, you first ring the bell. Every Hindu temple has a bell. Clears your thoughts, gets you into the temple sort of zone there, focuses your mind on what you need to do. You bow down to her, you say your prayers. You put in a little donation, helps the temple and the village area as well, because that's a form of income for them as well. And then you walk around the temple clockwise, always clockwise. And while you come back to your start, you slowly back away. Your back should not be towards the goddess or the idol.
Well, Nosh, I rang the bell, walked around clockwise, done all the ritual right stuff, had a few wishes. I'll keep that to myself, a bit personal. But do you reckon she'll look after a rogue like me?
We'll know on the 5th of October.
Good answer, good answer. You might say I didn't do it right, or don't ate enough. But
she's not that fussy. She's not.
Hey Ash, does Himalaya have a meaning?
Yes, of course it does. Him means snow and Laya means home. So Himalayas is the home of snow. And you will figure that out as we start moving towards Manali now. It's all going to be beautiful white snow-capped mountains.
There's another one.
With respectful homage paid to Kali Mata, we left the temple with a newfound optimism.
Holy cow, we're running the whole village. Bloody monkeys every god, they stink.
We spotted a troop of langur monkeys, a sign things were looking up. In Indian culture, Hanuman is the popular monkey god that leads a troop of monkeys to defeat an evil king and brings happiness to the kingdom. It's a new day, so hopefully happiness is heading our way. We need to make up time lost to reach Manali by nightfall.
It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way.
Hey Nugget, what have you found?
Mate, I found a couple of 3 Indian adventure riders, and they've got the Royal Enfield, the Himalayan. This is the bike I'm after. I've been chasing one of these since I got here. He doesn't want to swap for the KTM though, so we're in a bit of trouble. But he reckons where we're going we might be able to pick one up.
So in Manali there is a road called Manali Nagar Road. Naggar.
Yep.
So you have all the bike rentals there.
Right
on that
there.
road, yeah.
His nickname is Nugget.
Nugget.
So Nugget. The Himalayas, yeah, have just come out in India a few months ago. Very popular. Got good suspension, a good engine, and are made for the job.
But most of all, good seat. Good seat.
Bye-bye.
All right, boys.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Look what I got. I'm going to sit on that. I was going to hijack it, but I thought about it. I'll toss them over. It's a beautiful bike. Whoever said Royal Enfields are a heap of junk, they're kidding themselves.
Ain't no race. I sip my coffee. I'm feeling fine. No need to work yet. I'm gonna take my time. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. Take a look out my window. See the birds in the trees. Their songs inspire me to sing a sweet melody. How do they do it? Not a care and so free. Wanna step into their world. Who holds the key? It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way.
I think we're going to get wet, my friend.
Yeah, looks like something's coming down.
Yeah, Nugget, I reckon put your raincoat on. I think it's got about 3 minutes before it hits us. Starting to rain. Hey, nice, looks like a small waterfall. After you, my friend. Up we go. Sorry. So how are you going with the road tyres, Nice?
Oh, this part's interesting. I've got road slicks on. Rear is almost worn out. I'll have a look at the front as well.
Yeah, I know.
Not particularly mud-friendly.
It's not conducive to what we're doing at the moment.
No, not at all.
But hey, you're getting there, you're looking good.
Yep, so what we have done is, normally people would just come up the Jalori Pass the normal way. We've gone a bit off and climbed a mountain through a village called Koti, which is a very, very technical trail. And we came back to the same route and we have climbed up Jalori Pass now. And the thing about passes here is, you see there's a temple up here, and most of the passes will have a temple because the passes used to be so dangerous back then that most of the people who passed through would stop, say a small prayer, get the blessings from Kali Ma. It's the same temple that we went to this morning, and then carry on, just so that she would keep us safe. Now you can see the first signs of snow up there. That's where we are heading, boys.
That is earthquake-proof construction, made out of shale, big thick walls, and look at the weight of the shale on the roof. But those buildings last forever in this extreme risk earthquake area. That was a cracker, wasn't it? Eating googie eggs, nugget and chai tea.
This had been our best day of adventure riding by far, and we celebrated with boiled eggs and noodles. Nosh wisely suggested an early evening meal, as we would ride well into the night to reach our destination, Manali. The KTM Dukes had been taken way past their design limits, and both Nugget and Nosh had their sights now set on changing their mounts to the new Enfield Himalayan adventure bike. It's our accommodation, Nosh. Brilliant. No, he's getting a head chop. Isn't he getting his fingers caught in your hair on your chest, or is it?
We're in Manali at the moment. Yeah, long day on the bike, it's about 16 hours I think last night we went. So it was, it was an eventful day. I'm very short of breath up here though. It's I think we're about 2.6 or
Yeah, I reckon something like that. But
close to 3, but yeah, walking upstairs and that's taken it out of me. I'm starting to notice. So I'm going to have a fight when we get up higher.
yeah.
Up there.
Yeah, look at that.
Ashish gave Nugget some advice on the subtleties of Indian bargaining before we headed into town in search of a pair of Enfield Himalayan adventure bikes for him and Nosh.
The thing you need to understand about the art of bargaining in India, okay?
Yeah.
Indians love bargaining. So these guys, when they see an Indian, the prices are already jacked up. When they see a tourist like you, they're going to hike it up even further. So the thing you got to do is, whatever price is being offered to you, you offer them 50% of the price. Right? And you settle for something around 60%.
Yep.
That's
and
the
if
fair
they don't
price.
agree, just start walking away and then they'll call you. Stop. Then you come back and
pay
buy it at
60% is generally, whatever price we offer to you.
I'm after a Royal Enfield Himalayan, new model out. I reckon it can climb a gum tree. So that's what I'm after, and it's got a cosy seat, big cushy one. A lot of ground clearance for my 99 kg.
So the KTM's broken you?
That KTM, it's for teenagers on the highways with P plates. It's definitely not an off-road bike.
Yeah, I think everyone would agree with you.
Yeah.
You've done well where you've taken them, actually.
I
Nugget's ass has finally given way and he's getting on an Enfield Himalaya. What do you reckon, mate?
Nugget drove a hard bargain, and now he and Nosh would be riding Enfield Himalayans. Tomorrow we would set out into some serious altitude, to the town of Sarchu at 4,200 metres, close to 14,000 feet. Succumbing to the potentially deadly altitude sickness was now in the back of our minds.
We are heading out of Manali towards Leh, heading up Rotang Pass, that's at 3,800 meters, and we stop for the night at Sarchu, which is at 4,200 meters, halfway to Leh. So yeah, it's about 14,000-ish feet. So we'll feel the altitude tonight, and there might be some anxiety, there might be some headaches, there might be some nausea, and yeah, that's altitude for you.
Yeah, so just, so how are we going to know whether we've got low on oxygen or not, Nosh?
So we've got this pulse oximeter.
Yeah.
Basically put that on, that way, open it up, stick your finger in there, and it starts getting a reading there.
Yeah.
In a bit, there we go. So that's the amount of oxygen in the blood.
Yeah.
And that's the heart rate over there. But yeah, you don't want to get below 75%. So we're carrying some emergency oxygen as well.
One of the keys is we haven't had time to acclimatise.
Well, we've had a little bit of time, but not at that altitude. So yeah, let's have a look and see what happens.
Yeah. Nugget's now on a Himalaya as we head up to our next campsite, which is at 4,200 metres, which is fairly bloody high.
So Nugget, this Himalayan here, it's got a bit of a bad rep, right? But here's what I think about it. For the last 2 months I've been waiting to get on a Himalayan. Here's what I think about it. Okay, it's a brilliant bike. To all the naysayers, it is a brilliant bike to get to the foothills of the Himalayas, but no further.
Oh, this is a poor start to the morning. Can you imagine doing this at altitude? Famous last words. Nosh had picked a lemon again, and for the rest of the trip we would be push-starting him in some of the most spectacular mountain scenery you could find. Finally, we were on our way to some serious altitude and adventure. Rotang Pass loomed live in the distance, and the ant trails of cars led the way. The first overtaking manoeuvres on these roads kept your heart in your mouth, but the drivers are far more careful than in Delhi, as they know that one stuff up here will surely mean death. We've got a way to go yet.
Yeah.
What do you call that, Ash?
This is a cheese omelette.
Cheese omelette.
Cheese omelette, that's it.
I thought you were going to say, you know, tandoori something or other. Tandoori butter toast or something.
Okay, guys, we have had 4 chais, 2 cheese omelettes, and 3 packs of biscuits. So, how much do you reckon is the bill?
Come on, Nugget.
$4.30. $8.
What do you think, Nosh?
200.
200 C.
What do you say?
Now, I don't know, 290, 390.
Right. 310.
That's ridiculous. How much is that?
$6.
$6. We're going to live here, Nugget?
I'm going to end up the size of a house here. I already am the size of a house.
A bigger house.
Yeah.
Alright, the sign there says Indian Viagra. Right? It's a Himalayan herb.
Yeah.
And that's a local Viagra. Way before Viagra was invented. We already had it here.
We've got to have a look at this.
Alright, let's ask him if he has it. Alright, Dave, so this is what it looks like. This is Indian Viagra.
Looks like hash oil.
Yep. Do you want to take some home?
No.
Sure?
Yes.
It's potent.
Last thing we need on a motorbike at the moment.
Is a bonus.
The road of bonus. We know the name of the movie now, Margaret. The road of bonus. The road of bonus. You just showed me the Indian Viagra. That's it.
The Enfields are starting to notice the altitude. They're getting pretty fluffy. But this little Bajaj, it hasn't affected it yet. We're at probably around 3,400 metres. But no, she's going well. I really love this little bike. I'm getting very attached to it. I think I might take it home with me.
Rotang Pass was a milestone. Due to its altitude, it prevented rain-producing weather systems heading further north. The lush green of our journey so far would be replaced with a barren desert beauty. What are we doing now?
So we've just crossed across Rotang, come into the next valley here. Now this area is called Lahol and Spiti, and you can see it's now starting to get a mountain desert because the rain doesn't come across Rotang. So they've also got a checkpoint here. We've got to get our bike's numbers just registered here before we move on.
0156.
Within a matter of kilometres, the landscape took on a completely different appearance, and its enormity was initially hard to comprehend. Rotang Pass was also the dividing line between dominant cultures and beliefs. We were no longer protected by the Hindu goddess Kali Mata, Our fate was now in the hands of Buddha.
4,850 metres and a light sprinkling of snow. Gotta say, I'm uncomfortably breathless at the moment.
66 is quite
70.
low. Coming up now.
Deep breathe.
It got down to 66.
What?
My oxygen.
There we go.
Guys,
Yeah,
let's
just
get
let me get
off
up.
the road a little bit, otherwise we will definitely get out of oxygen.
What are you up to?
You reckon, Husky?
Oh.
67?
67? You said we're in trouble at 67.
And 91, 94.
Normal blood oxygen saturation is around 95% or higher at sea level. At this pass, our levels were way below that, hovering around 70%. In planning this trip, I had always felt we had not given ourselves sufficient time to acclimatise, and we would pay a penalty, the least of which would be headaches, muddled thinking, clumsiness and nausea. At worst, fluid on the heart, and on rare occasions, death. Our hearts had responded to the challenges of altitude by reducing output per beat and quickened from around 70 beats per minute to 90 beats per minute to maintain blood flow.
Oh, shit.
And we stopped tonight in this beautiful Tibetan lady's guest house. Excellent stuff at Sarchu.
How's the riding today, Ash?
Oh, brilliant. I love going back to the mountains. There's just something so calming about riding out here. It's just...
What do you think of the accommodation, though?
Nuggets Cubby House. I love it.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's so cosy and humble. I just want to live here.
It's great to be back up in this sort of territory. It's so similar to the Chinese side of the Himalayas. It's just the same. It's brilliant. You eating that nugget?
Dal and rice?
We've got a bit of dal with some rice, a good Indian dish, and we've got some gulay here. It's called sabji.
Sabji.
Gulay, I call it. And it's a cross between cauliflower, potato, and a few veggies mixed in. Absolutely beautiful.
So Nugget, how'd you go? First night in your cubby house? At 4,000 something metres.
I took my first altitude tablet last night and it turned my bladder into a 75-year-old man's. I've been peeing every 45 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Terrible night, so.
Alright. Julie. Thank you.
It was very good. Loved it. Fantastic. Ginny. Hey, Nosh, how's the Himalayan going?
The Himalayan, it's comfy. It's my third bike in a week. I seem to be going through them.
Look at this. Ash just carries around with him a multimeter.
And it's a huge one.
Could you get a bigger one than that, Ash?
You can, actually. And they're bloody expensive, these.
Would have to be. It's so big.
I got a $2 eBay one.
So let me get this straight. Are you giving me a hard time about using this big multimeter? I think I'll just put it back.
Yeah, if you want to. Or impulsive.
Okay, that's low. That's not going to start.
Yeah, it's 11 volts.
What do you need?
10 volts.
You need 12.5 and above to start a bike.
Well, let's start the bike.
Yeah, let's start and check.
And see whether it is charging and it's just not holding anything. Because it should, if it's holding it, it should go up to 12 point.
Oh. No. I find it incredible that we can't find a decent hill in the Himalayas to actually get this bike running.
No, it's not charging.
Where are we? Where we're heading?
Right, so we crossed over the Baralachala yesterday.
Yes.
And we came into the valley here, Sarchu. We eventually want to head to Leh, but we'll see how the day pans out. There are going to be 3 passes we're going to cross today. First one, 4740 meters, Nakila Pass. Second one's a bit higher, La Chungla at 5000. There's a camp up here, Pang. We might stay there, might not, depending on how much time we make. Moreh Plains, this is a beautiful place to ride. Just straight up plains all the way to the horizon. You can really open up the throttle of yours. This is the next pass, 5200 meters. That is the second highest pass on this road in the world, actually. If we make it past that one, we'll try to stay somewhere up here in Upshi or Karu. These are small villages before the main district capital, that's Leh. So that's the plan for today.
Sounds like a plan.
We had stayed at the small township of Sarchu, about 300 kilometres west of the Chinese border. A kind Tibetan family had taken us in for the night, and we were rested and ready to go. The Tibetan flag of independence flew proudly in this settlement. Although I had previously ridden extensively in Tibet, China, I had never before seen this flag flying free and proud. In the coming days, we would cross some of the highest passes in the world, and the stunning mountain desert scenery would be permanently etched in our minds.